Hello and good evening to everyone tuning in from Ohanajo. It's me again, Mindy, and tonight we're gonna have another session of Journey of Relaxation. However, I do feel that title may be a little bit deceiving, but let's see. Yeah, so I'm here joining early so that everyone can hop on and can see that I'm live, and then we can start sharp at 8:30. So for those of you who are here, hello once again, it's Mindy. Actually, I'm not really able to see like who's joining. I know that right now there's 5 people watching, but it doesn't tell me who you are. Yeah, so won't be able to say hi to you personally, but thank you so much for being here, and namaste, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and hopefully after this you can even relax more and have a lighter lighter body, lighter feeling, lighter emotions. Okay, I want to talk about what we are going to do today, because the image that has come to me is actually quite clear on what we'll do for the visualization, and I feel that it's easier if I can just talk a little bit more about what it's gonna be before we go into it, so that you can actually have a better directives on what to do. So today we will talk a little bit, or we will focus on manifestation. And the visualization will happen as though you're imagining, it's either you imagine yourself as a magnet, or you imagine that you are taking out this part of you that is the magnet for yourself. And I want you later on during the visualization to see what is near your magnet. Because throughout our life, if we have not really looked into it, I'm sure there's many bits and pieces of different things like stuck together, being attracted to that magnet. Now, if those items are what you want and what you decide for yourself, that's perfect, that's beautiful, and you are living your life the way you want it, and you are attracting the things that you want in your life. But if we look into the things that later on, and it's not what you wanted, but it's there, because perhaps sometimes it could be on the subconscious level. It could be your conditioning since childhood, it could be the limited beliefs that you have taken on, and therefore you are generating these realities into your life that perhaps you don't want so much of. But in a way, sometimes we are not able to switch off so much about like what's in our subconscious. Like for example, you could always have like, I want to be this, I want to be a painter, I want to be a singer, I want to be like the CEO of a company, right? Or I want to found my own business. But if you have the same subconscious thoughts that tell you, nah, you don't have enough of this, you don't have enough experience, you're too young, you're too old, whatever it is that's telling you, and those things are in oppositions of what you want, and therefore, in a way, in your magnet, you are creating more of that. And more of that could appear not just in, let's say, your career, in this sense that we are talking about career. It could also appear in, let's say, your relationship. It could also appear, let's say, when you interact with your children, right? So, So I want you to really look into your magnet. And if you want to, I would like for us together to review what's in the magnet. Okay, so if let's say just imagine that this is a magnet. Usually we see it as a U, right? And these are the parts that is magnetic, right? So even if we have like items stuck here, and sometimes if you know how magnets work, this item could also be magnetized to attract the next items onwards to it. And if you have not really reviewed what's on your magnet for so long, it could just be filled with like an entire ball of gunks that you perhaps need to like take out one by one. So that's what we'll do for today. So even in the sense that you don't know what those things are, is okay, because we will work together with your higher self. Even if you just see, let's say it's a nail that's appearing, and if you feel that this nail is not something that is serving you, you can decide to, okay, let's plug it out and not have it near here anymore, right? Let's not have it near here anymore. And at the same time, what happens if your items that you do not want is still very much in the energetic or magnetic field? Somehow, if you don't throw it far away, it will still come back, right? So what we'll do in that visualization, I want you to also imagine that we will be transmuting all of these energies using violet flame. So violet flame, imagine like fire instead of like in the yellowish, bluish, greenish color that we are used to. We're going to use the color violet to transmute. So the color violet, perhaps you can see in shades of or in hues of pink and purple dancing. Yeah, so we're going to like take this item, and I've reviewed this, and I'm not gonna it's not useful for me, so I'm gonna like put it inside that violet flame, let's say bonfire. Let's see what comes to your visualization later, and you're gonna just let it transmute for you. Now, if you find things that are pleasant, let's just say that you have this okay, I have rose quartz. I think rose quartz people understand. If you found like a rose quartz and your rose quartz is near your magnet, and you're like, oh, I like to keep this rose quartz. So yeah, it's good. And if you really want more rose quartz in your life, then in a sense, we also need to change what your magnet is attracting, right? So we're going to do all of that today. And if you're ready, so it's a bit more work than what we are used to. It's not so much about just like lie down there and just relax with the music. A little bit more work for today, but I'm sure you'll be enjoying this, okay? So let's begin. We are 5 minutes into the time. So sit where you're comfortable. If it's more comfortable for you to lie down, that's okay, but I would prefer for you to be sitting up, because usually when you're still sitting up, you can use your mental directives more in terms of like really deciding, okay, what's being attracted on your magnet, and if I really need this anymore, or should I like put it into the fire, or should I decide to keep this? So it's important for you to do that. So your own review will help, even though your higher self is working together with you. Okay, so we'll start just with the grounding and with the connecting to the divine. So just connect to your breath, that life force that continues to keep you here, continues to grow with you. And just imagine at the top of your head, you are building this column of light. It's as though it's your telephone cords connecting you to the divine, and just send it out to the cosmos. And I want you to connect to the highest source, your creator, your God, the center of the universe, whichever one that you feel more resonance with, you can use that. And that is the place that you are connecting to. And once that connection is made, in a way, you are getting that downpour of energy, downpour of love and light where you are. And just allow this light to come in, invite more of it to come in, surrounding the entire space of where you are. And if you would like to make it bigger, to cover more of your space, to cover your room, completely okay to do that. And allow the lights to come into your body. Like having a clean sweep, getting in clarity, getting in that connection with divinity. And once you're completely bright and lit up with this energy from the divine, I want you to also connect with your higher self. That part of you that is more wise, more experienced, that has gone through all the different facets, all of your different experiences in life. that knows the path you're walking through, and allow your higher self to assist you for this visualization. Once that connection is made, you're ready for the journey. So just imagine right in front of you is this doorway where you can just straight away lead you to where the divine source is, to the center core of the universe, if you would prefer to see it that way, in this place that's completely bright. And holding your hand is your higher self. And together you're gonna be reviewing this magnet that's inside of you. So if you would like to, you can just draw out this magnet from your center, like perhaps from your solar plexus, but if it's appearing to you that's coming from a different area of your body, that's completely okay. And once you have it drawn out from your body, just put it at the table. It's as though it's a surgical table of some sort where you'll be having a lot of different tools that can assist you along, that you can have magnifying glasses, you can have all the different lights to shine into all the different things that this magnet has been stuck with. Now, if this magnet size and all that it has attracted with is too small, you can also even just allow yourself to just zoom in and make it bigger so you can see every single detail of what is happening. Now you can start your review process. You can see and test out how strong is your magnet as well. As you start to pull some of the items for your own review, you can see whether are these like really, really strong forces, or are they just like slightly there, just enough to attract that item there. So knowing how strong or weak your own magnet is, perhaps it's good information for yourself to know as well. Now, for anything that you have found that is pleasant, that is wanted, you can even ask, even if let's say the object is appearing to you, ask it, what is it representing? And let's just say if you have a rose quartz stuck there, and if you ask what do you represent, and if let's say it's unconditional love, completely fine. And if let's say the things that is there, and even if it is not consistent with its normal meaning, just accept as your higher self is there guiding you. Anything that is wanted, you can continue to let it be where it is after reviewing the item. Now, anything that is not as pleasant, and after your own review, you find that this is not serving you, you can start to have a small little fire in a place where it's safe within this vicinity for you to have that violet flame. So have that violet flame going, And anything that you reveal that is not for your higher good, you can decide to remove it and place it into the violet flame so that it can start transmuting for you back to love and light. Now I'll leave you here to do this process. And even if you did not finish the entire thing, it's completely fine. You can always replay this and do this at another time. You don't have to remove or review every single component here today. But if you are able to, that's completely acceptable as well. Very efficient. So I'll just continue to play these instruments to help assist you while you do your reviews. Allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to be open enough to hear the answers, whatever that is coming, and vulnerable enough so that even if it's items or things that you do not want to know, do not want to hear, it's good to have that realization. It's good to have that message. You can decide to deal with them now or deal with them later. Of course, it's always better now than later. So just be open as you do your review, item after item. Now remember, you're at the surgical table. If at any point you need extra help to pull apart anything that is stuck on a magnet, you can find all your resources around you. And like I said, if you didn't finish up with all that you need to review, you can do this another time. And now, let's focus on your magnet itself. Just now I asked you to test, just so you know the strength of your magnet. And just compare it to your own personal manifestation. Whatever that you wanted, whatever that you want to bring forth into your reality, how soon usually does those items comes to you? Do they take weeks? Do they take months? Or do they take years? And do you know what your magnet is broadcasting and therefore attracting? And just allow yourself to either hear, know, or have an answer. So again, the question is, do you know what your own magnet is broadcasting and attracting into your life? And now that you have the answer, are those things what you decided or what you want for yourself? Or are those some of the things that is kind of there, perhaps it's there by default, nothing much has changed for the past 5 years, 10 years, it kind of goes on automatic pilot. Now the next question for you would be, what would be the trajectory from here on out for the next 5 years, 10 years, if you continue to broadcast the same message and continue to attract the same items, people, connections, situations, scenarios, circumstances, and experiences into your life? Just allow yourself to just feel into that. Now, if you have your answer already and you feel that you wish to recalibrate your magnet for a little bit, you may do so. Now, you're working alongside. Remember, your higher self is continuously with you throughout the entire experience for any sort of advice or guidance, if you need any. Now just imagine, again, with all the tools that you have here, you're able to make any change, any sort of visualization that you get in your image, in your head, is all symbolic. So if you wish to tune your own magnet, where you only attract good things into your life, beautiful, meaningful things into your life. So just imagine you're picking up and making slight adjustment into one or two areas of your magnet. Just allow yourself to just do that. And of course, your intention is what drives this entire exercise. And if you want to make adjustments, like for example, to attract more abundances, more resources into your life, and perhaps it's for you to funnel all of this into a certain projects that you have in mind, or that career move, or that career changes, or that advancement in your career, whatever it is, just allow yourself, and always see that all the adjustment that you are making it with your higher self, so that's not too much or too little, because it will be calibrated by your higher self to your highest ideal, whichever level that is just nice for you. Not too loud, not too soft, not too much, not too little. And if you also want to adjust your magnet so to give you more empowerment that you can receive, inspiration that you can receive, and somehow through you a new creation will be generated, and thereon you can continue to empower others and inspire others. So adjust all these different things, perhaps if you can see them as dials of that frequency in your magnet, however that you decide, however that you choose, and that's the right thing for you. For your happiness is your compass. How we all perceive happiness is different from every individual. So do your adjustment now in your own way. So allow for your magnet to broadcast different messages out, so that what you attract is now all directed by you, or done in your own hand, or that you've reviewed the options and decide for yourself. Just like if you want a black Mercedes, it's not gonna be a red Porsche that's gonna come. So be as detailed as you want to be, or as general as you want to be. That's completely up to you. you've done all your retuning, now I want you to just imagine and let your imagination run wild of all the different things coming your way, all the calibration that you've made to your magnet. And right now you are seeing all those things just coming your way without even you having to go through those things. They are just coming to you because of your magnet is so strong. And when you have those things right in front of you, I want you to also notice your emotions, notice your feelings, because your feelings again is your compass. Sometimes we thought we want lollipop and we are asking for lollipop, but the moment we taste the lollipop, somehow just isn't all that right. And perhaps it's a different flavor that we never thought of. The flavor that we asked for isn't exactly right. And sometimes it may not be a lollipop that fulfills us. We thought it is. Sometimes it's just an apple instead of the lollipop. So therefore, allow yourself to have those things, items, people come to you, and allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to also feel into your body. Sometimes your body communicates to you as well, not just the emotions. And I'll leave you here to review all the things that you have calibrated, and right now they are coming to you. towards the end of our session here tonight. So just allow yourself to take back that magnet that you have calibrated for yourself, and just imagine that you are putting it back where you found it. If you took it out from your solar plexus, you can just take that magnet and put it back into your solar plexus. And just give thanks over to your higher self for his or her guidance and help for your entire journey today. And know that everything that you have asked for, the calibration is always for your ideal. And if for whatever reasons during your experiencing of those items coming to you, like I said, if you want to change the flavor, you can always go back to this video. It's here. You can do the recalibration for yourself, for no one else know what suits you more than yourself. Now you can also slowly remember the door where you came from. You can head back towards that door and just allow yourself to just step through to come back here where you are in your body. And know that your intention, all that you've set up, all that you have arranged, calibrate, rewire for yourself, it is all done. It is witnessed by the universe. And whatever your will, whatever your decision is, it's just going to come easier, smoother, more graceful towards you. I'm not saying that everything is done with just one session, but allow those things to come. Perhaps it's just your very first step, and you can do more of that, more of this kind of sessions, maybe through me, through other teachers in Ohana Jo as well. So thank you so much for joining me in this journey. You can slowly start to come back and just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And if you would like to sit up, you may do so. And if it's in your intention that you wish to doze off after this, you can also start to allow yourself to just relax into that place and doze off. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great evening. And yes, those of you who wish to connect with me, you may do so in Mindy's Miracles, my Facebook page, or my Instagram. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what sort of visualization that you are getting. I'm sure everyone has different visuals popping up to them. And even for myself, I would be playing back this video and let myself enjoy this journey on my own as well. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate that you are joining me. I think most of you are probably people who have experienced me before. So thank you so much for rejoining. And for those of you who are new, I hope that you come back again. I'm here every Wednesday and every Saturday. Saturday is this timing, but for my Wednesday, it will be 9:15 until 10 o'clock. All right, I think we are ending just slightly earlier, so just 2 minutes before. So if you have any question, you can ask me here. I'll just be here until 9:15. So it says here, JD, the Jindra is asking, what are you doing? Perhaps JD has not been exposed to sound bath before, so this is one method of sound bath. Sound healing, sound bath. So I'm using all these different instruments that I have. So over here I have like my Himalayan bowls, and just now, just before we end, I was using like crystal bowls made out of clear quartz, and I was using as well my set of chakra chimes. And all of these items, all of these instruments produce vibrations and frequency that also to assist all of the healing work that we are doing for ourselves. And just now I was using visualization, and you are connecting with your higher self to help with the healing. So with all of that, with so many different angles, so many different support, you definitely will be getting some sort of transformation, some sort of realization, some sort of healing as well. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. And do reach out to me again if you wish to. Namaste, everyone. I see the light in you, and remember that you are divine. You decide, you are the master of your own journey, you're master of your own reality. So step more and more every day into that path, into that empowerment of yourself, that whatever I do, come true. Whatever I say, I'm it, I'm that, right? Okay, so have a beautiful night. Bye bye, guys.